All right.
So,
Louisiana Beer Reviews presents Bayou Teche Techeticles.
or Techeticles. It comes with a blue cap for prostate awareness. And the label's real funny, so I don't want to spend too much time on it, but it looks like there's a fella lounging out in a cartoon type sketch where he's dressed as a lady, and I'm saying it's a fella because he's got 5 o'clock shadow on the face, hairy armpits, hairy legs.
Yeah, maybe he's doing that run that they do in New Orleans. You know, that red dress
right,
run.
red dress. Yeah, who knows? But it's more along the lines. It's kind of strange.
Oh,
this is a 12% alcohol per volume. I didn't see anywhere on the IBUs on this.
120. I wrote it down. I was looking on their website. They didn't give any ingredients though.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is going to be a big one. It's calling itself Triple IPA. So we're going to go ahead and crack this open. See how it tastes, smells. Give us a little review on this.
Okay. Now you weren't too thrilled with the Yellow Rose, and I had said in that video it was the first video review.
Before we go any further, I just got a really strong whiff of some flavor, and I'm not even close to it. It just came out of the bottle.
You mean aroma?
Or the aroma, right. It came out of the bottle, and I still smell it. It's almost like caramelly a little bit.
So we scored the Yellow Rose an A, and you gave it a B because you said it tasted more like a hopped Pilsner, which is funny because they used Pilsner malt, which is kind of interesting. Wow, that's a good deal darker.
It's dank.
It's golden,
gold,
or with an orange tint to it, maybe.
It's kind of hard to tell in this lighting.
Yeah, the lighting in here is not the greatest. Especially it's dark outside with the rain. Let's see. Yeah, it's like an orangish yellow.
I'll pick this up from
Not much head. But these 12%ers, you lose the head pretty fast, don't they?
And at the time, I could only get 2 bottles. I tried to talk him into selling me at least the whole 4-pack. He said, no, I've got so many people in
At Elio's
right.
Wine Warehouse.
So I took what I could get. I drank one immediately, and I was so floored at how powerful it was. I immediately stuck some saran wrap on the glass and stuck it back in the icebox.
And this is made in Arnaudville, Louisiana.
Correct. By the LA 31 company.
Yeah. Bayou Teche Brewing, which is along Louisiana Highway 31. Okay.
It's dank.
To me, it smells more like, not dank, but it smells like boozy. A little bit. Let me give it another look. Yeah, because you get these high alcohol ones and start taking on that coconut flavor, which can not always be a good thing.
I'm picking up like apricot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why as soon as I opened it, it just blossomed.
Even dates.
Well, it is.
Dates.
I'm sure on the second taste it's going to be a lot different. But right now, what I'm getting is
Yeah, I've never had it. And
breadiness.
this is, I promise you, this is
bitter.
right. This is the first video review
Apricots.
for this beer as the day of the recording. Now somebody could post one before I post it. But Yellow Rose, I said it could have been the first, but there were a bunch of video reviews. There's hardly any written reviews. Beer Advocate has a handful, but not enough for a score. And Rate Beer doesn't even have this beer listed on their website. So this is kind of rare, right?
It's got almost like a funk smell, like a.
You swirl it, it smells like that.
Like an old leather shoe.
No, like some Parmesan or something.
Parmesan cheese?
No, like the smell you get off of that, not the flavor. It's just like a note, like when you take a fresh piece of hard Italian cheese, maybe Parmesan or whatever the names are, and you just kind of grate it.
Well, I'm not picking that up.
I am.
It's not really super aromatic, to tell you the truth.
Kind of.
That Yellow Rose had a lot more bursting aroma. So whatever initially blew out that bottle has faded. But I'm getting like an old shoe. It reminds me of a shoebox.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it tastes a little leather note.
Like you take the shoes out the shoebox and they have like a smell in the shoebox.
It's more on the leather end.
Yeah.
It's a big one. Ooh, it's big. It's boozy.
I'm smelling the
It's a little
booze now.
gritty. It's a little gritty going down.
Kind of a heavy mouth feel.
It's real heavy mouth.
Kind of gritty, like you said. Not a dry finish. It's
Mm-mm.
more like,
And the gritty kind of
More of a
lays on
wet
your
finish.
palate for a while.
yeah, it kind of lingers a little bit.
I don't know if that's from the hop or... It's not a whole lot of information. It's another one of those big beers where they want to
No
keep
ingredients.
it secret.
We don't
Keep
know the
it
ingredients.
secret.
They might even add sugar to get the ABV up, like brewer's sugar. It's got a lot of biscuit though. I'm picking up a lot of biscuit. Not cornbread, but like a biscuit, like a sourdough biscuit from Church's, but without the honey. That's it. Not the, you know, they have the honey biscuits because they drizzle honey on it, but without the honey. The sourdough without the honey.
You want the rest of this? You sure?
I prefer the yellow rose.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is where we're going to differ because my palate goes more toward a bitter note.
I don't find this is particularly bitter. It's just big. It's
It
full
is
body.
big. I believe the alcohol's a little overdone on it. I don't think they needed to push this past 10.
It's like a 1976 Ford Thunderbird. It's big, but it's not. It's big and slow. You know, those 76 Thunderbirds were big and slow because they were like based on a Continental, Lincoln Continental.
I mean, like that LTD2 that they put out that year.
Those were not as big, but the old Thunderbirds were just big and slow. This is like a big, lazy, slow ale. And if you drank the whole bottle, you would be slow and lazy.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's why the cartoon figure on there is kicked back, laid back, but I can't figure out why they would have an obvious male figure in there.
I want to say something, take a photo. Can you hand me the bottle? I want to see something. Yeah, I don't understand this, but I think it's something to do with this thing where the men dress up in dresses and they run. Because he's laying on the balcony, it looks like the French Quarter. It's got a banner on it, it says alcohol 12%. He's wearing a dress. He looks like he's got some kind of little liquor bottles or perfume bottles. It looks like the French Quarter. And isn't that where they have that red dress run every year for the cancer?
Even the name is funny. I mean,
Techeticles.
yeah.
Techeticles. Because
Techeticles.
it's Teche. Bayou Teche.
It's Techeticles.
And then the bottle cap goes on about pints for prostates, and it gets but it's kind of backwards. Wouldn't you have a blue label, not a pink label?
Yeah, I don't get this. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Dry hopped. Okay, it does tell you that. Dry hopped a pair of times. Dry hopped a pair of times, so you get a pair of dry hopping with this.
And apparently there's some kind of message inside the cap that you can't see because it's zero font. So you'd have to put it under the microscope to read the message.
Holy smokes!
Right.
It says you
Take a picture of what you found and then blow it up.
Do you know your IPA? Do you know your PSA? Crown for a cure. Hashtag Crown for a cure. Pints for prostates.
You can read that.
Yeah. Under light. See, my eyes are bad for far away. They're not bad for close up. So if I put my glasses on, I can't read it. Because it's like, it's blowing it up too much. You know what I mean? Like the TV, I can see fine. But I can't read anything up close to these eyeglasses because they're for seeing far away. You got the opposite.
Oh, I got both now.
You could see far away probably, but...
I got both now. I got the...
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, I'm going to score this... it's very good. I'll give it a B+. It's got a little chalkiness in the body, though. I could almost drop it to a B, but I'll be generous and say a B plus. B to B plus, but we'll say B, like an 88 out of 100. That's the way I feel about it. I wouldn't pay a whole lot for it. I don't know what you paid. It probably wasn't cheap.
Nah, wasn't cheap.
What do you score it?
Regular.
What does that mean, regular?
I mean, it's a good beer. I think it's overly boozed.
B.
Like a B? You're saying a B?
Yeah.
Miss
I
Brewing
find it to be
saying
a little
B.
chalky.
So you're saying B like an 85. I'm
I
saying 88.
like the flavors, but you know, the more I smell on this, the more I'm getting Parmesan cheese.
I don't know. When I drink beer, I'm not really looking for Parmesan in the product. I like
Well,
to eat it on spaghetti.
We can talk. We can talk some beers
I know what
off,
you're
off the
talking about.
camera.
It's when you get down to the very end of the rind of the Parmesan, when you've grated it too far.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that
Yeah, it's almost like
waxy. The very end.
put something in the beer to give it some kind of a kick note or
The
something.
other beer was just from the beginning to the end, just finished better. This one here is just
It's almost like you rushed it. Let's get this out. Let's get it out. Let's get it out rather than it.
Sound like you're giving it a B minus more than a B.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a B minus on this because I don't really believe that it's I don't believe that a whole lot of care went into this.
We better not factor in the price.
Yeah.
So in other words, they just wanted to make a booze bomb.
That's what it's tasting like to me.
And these people
the
go to one of
malts
these
are low.
finish is very boozy.
These people go to one of these beer festivals, just drink a bunch and get smashed, and they'll be happy. Like, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
It smelled a lot
It's-
better than it tasted.
yeah, it did smell a lot, but I love the notes and everything I was getting on.
All right, so that's it.
I'll give it a B
and
minus.
B and a B minus. So,
Yeah.
if it was $1.50 for a bottle, yeah, buy it. But I think it was a lot more than that, and I wouldn't recommend it for that kind of crazy price.
Yeah.
Or just give money to cancer research. Just give them the money. All right, thanks for watching this video production. Laissez les bon temps rouler, and y'all come on down to Louisiana. Oh well, I saw it at a few places. I never did buy it. I don't think I checked the price on it.